In this video, we'll cover everything you need to know about setting up your Buildxact account, from managing your subscription, adding users, supplier integrations, and the main parts of Buildxact. I'm going to jump into my Buildxact account, and we're going to start in the My Business tab on the top left, followed by Business Account, and then Business Details. Business Details is where we can make edits to our contact information as well as a few settings and our logo. I'll start with this first column over here to the left, and I'll click this little blue pen button. The little blue pen is universal. You'll see this throughout the program when you're wanting to edit something. Now in here, of course, it does have your business name, and then below a couple of different emails. Now, the registered email is going to be your main email that is connected to your Buildxact account, and it's also the email we will use when we're trying to contact and reach out to you. Followed by the contact email. This is if you want to use a different email on your outgoing documents, say like your quote letters, your invoices, purchase orders, etc. And then a billing email. Again, this is if you want our receipts from your Buildxact subscription to go to an alternative email, say maybe your accounting department, you can place that specific email here. And if either the contact or the billing email are left blank, we will always refer back to the registered email. And you'll also notice that you can't make changes to the registered email yourself. You will have to reach out to us via support and let us know that you'd like to change it. We are happy to do so. And then from there, you have your website. And then if you'd like to list any licenses, you can as well. Now I'll press save, and to the right, you have your logos. We have a large logo and a small logo. 95% of the time, we are going to be referencing the large logo with the small logo really showing on the top left-hand side next to My Business. Then if we scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see the contact details. So your address, your phone number, which you can edit, and then gallery. The gallery is in reference to a feature called the Client Portal, which is essentially a sister site to Buildxact where you can share updates of a project to your client, and it keeps documents and pictures organized. And within the Client Portal, there is an option to showcase your work in a gallery. So really pictures of what you've done that look really great and flow with your branding. Then if we go down a little bit further, we have the brand colors. Now these colors derive from your logo by default, but if you wanted to change those colors, you can simply just click into the color itself and change the color wheel. Then lastly, over to the left, we have other settings, and really the most important one out of these would probably be your time zone. Depending on your plan with us, there are features that are connected to the time zone, like reminders, scheduled emails, and such. So make those changes if needed. Then from there, we're going to go back up to the top left, and below Business Details, we have Users. This is where you can add your users, and just a friendly reminder, you do have as many users as you'd like. We'll press the little plus button, and this is where you can enter in their contact information. We'll then send them an invitation to join, and they will create their login and have access. Then below users, we have subscriptions. This is where you can manage your subscriptions. If you ever want to update or upgrade your subscription, look at past payments, change your payment method, that is where you can do so. Then followed by business setup. Now in here, up at the very top, you have business documents. If there are documents that you reference frequently and you want to store them in Buildxact, this would be the place to do so. Then below that, from building types all the way down to units of measure, these are drop-down options that you'll see throughout the program. For example, if we click into building types, this is whenever we are creating a new estimate, we'll ask you what type of build it is. And these are the options that we have preloaded into the platform, but you can also add your own with the little plus button up here at the top and customize. Then lastly, tax rates. There will be a separate video on this where we go into much more detail, but this is where we can customize the tax settings for you as well. Now from there, we'll go into the main parts of Buildxact, and really how they work together, what the flow is typically. And depending on your subscription plan, you might not see all of these tabs, but take a look at your subscription and your account and pull what is relevant to you. Now, first you'll see leads. Leads is where we would store any potential clients and the projects that they're interested in doing so that we can keep track of the flow of potential work that's coming in. Then ideally, if they're serious and we move into creating a quote for them, that then becomes an estimate. An estimate is where we're going to build out our cost, generate a quote letter, and hopefully the client says yes to our quote, and then it moves into a job where we can start building and tracking our schedule, logging our costs via purchase orders, work orders, change orders, and invoicing, as well as utilizing our accounting software if you do have one. From request for quotes all the way down, these are mainly supporting features for our main 3 areas of Buildxact. Request for quotes is if we wanted to send out a request for a quote to a supplier or a subcontractor. Then we have clients and contacts, which are essentially phone books, where we can store contact information. Communications, this tab is where we can keep track of anything that we send out from the platform and certain things that we receive back into the platform. Catalogs, this is where we would store price lists, either ones that you have created yourself, or if you are integrated or connected with a local supplier of yours, those prices would be shown there as well. And then integrations. When you click into integrations, there's going to be a couple of options up here on the top left. We have our supplier integrations, which is what we are in now, things like the Home Depot and other options which you are welcome to connect to, which will give you access to their price lists. Then we have Buildxact add-ons. These are things that you can add on to your existing subscription. And application integrations. This is where things like QuickBooks, Xero, Deputy, QuickBooks Time, Render are all stored and you can connect with as well. All right, thanks very much, guys. If you have any questions, please let us know.